Hi guys, welcome to this short buying guide about night vision binoculars in 2022. I have already tested two of such or similar devices, and they are definitely not a scam. They are really working, but some of them have really big time problems. And when you spend so much money, I mean, we are talking about between $150 and maybe $300, then you want to buy something which is really working. And I'm going to tell you what you have to buy, what you have to look for, and at the end of the video I'm going to show you my preference. So here we have a very basic night vision binocular. I mean, it's definitely working, but it has quite some disadvantages. What are the problems here and what you have to avoid? I mean, the first thing, which is also very important, and this is not solved or cannot be solved by any kind of this style night vision binoculars, and that's the screen. They are all using such or similar kind of screens. They are not bad, but there's a big time problem. The thing is that when people get older, most of them have a little bit problems with having clear vision on a very short range. And as you can see, I mean, it's a little bit difficult to see, but you can imagine the distance from here to the screen is only about that. And most people, when they get a little bit older, they can't see in such distance, not even with reading glasses. You would have to wear very high magnification reading glasses. And this is one of the biggest problems. So most people will have to hold these things a little bit away from you. And then, of course, you can record it, and then you can put it in your PC or so, and then you will see the really nice footage, but you can't see it very clear. It won't replace like normal binoculars or so. This is very important. If you think you can buy this thing instead of normal binoculars and you have even the extra night vision, yeah, it's not going to replace normal binoculars, because with normal binoculars you can change the sharpness on your eyepieces, but that's not possible here because it's a screen, and so there's no way you can change the vision from the screen to your eyes. That's something really important to know. But this is with all these kind of night vision binoculars. So either you decide for something like that, or you say it's not going to work because of this problem. But it's really not something which you have to look for. You can't go on Amazon and say you want to have something which will make you see this on short distance. It's not going to happen. It's not available. So let's now focus on things which we can really change. And the first thing is that we have some tripod mount. Some of these night vision binoculars come without tripod mount. I highly recommend to buy something which a normal standard 1/4 inch tripod mount, something like that. Here we have just a very small tripod, and this is of course not useful, but I just wanted to show you how this could work. Here in this case, it's more intended as a battery or power bank holder, and so if you would use that for the power bank, we don't have any more tripod mount. And this is also one of the big problems here with this device. That's the power supply. We have batteries here inside, 4 of them here, 4 of them here, and they consume a lot of power. I can tell you, if you're outside in the night using infrared or so, this lasts maybe 3 or 4 hours, then that's it, and you need a full set of 8 new disposable batteries. I mean, you can use rechargeable batteries, but you can't charge them here inside. It's not possible. So for that reason, I highly recommend to buy such a thing with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery, and there are a couple of such devices available. I would say 50% or so of them are available rechargeable, and about 50% are not. And then the next thing is then optical zoom. Here in this case, we have just a digital zoom. The optics are actually on this side. It looks like it would be on this side. Now here is the infrared. Here we have the normal optics and the CCD sensor, and what we have down here is just a focus. It's not an autofocus. I think that's also something which is not available, unfortunately. For some reason I haven't found this. I'm expecting this somewhere in the future, but now it looks like it's not available. But this is just a focus. This is not like a zooming effect. effect, and there are quite some things around which have up to 10 times optical zoom, and then on top of that about 5 to 10 times digital zoom. Digital zoom is not something which you really need, but it can be helpful in some situation. But optical zoom, at least 10 times optical zoom, I would highly recommend to buy something with optical zoom and not this one here, because it doesn't have optical zoom. And then also something which is more like a visual thinking, unfortunately, and this is stabilization. And this is also something which you have to think about. As far as I can see on the market now, at least not for below like $500 or so, there is no stabilization available, and this is a big disadvantage of such kind of devices. I mean, when we are talking about smartphones or normal photo camera or video cameras, they are all using stabilization, either optical image stabilization or at least digital image stabilization, but unfortunately it looks like all these night vision binoculars are not available with any kind of stabilization. That's huge disadvantage, I can tell you. So the only thing which will allow you to make somehow like a stable photos or videos is this tripod mount. So make sure that you at least have something like that. I mean, I'm not saying that this is a really bad device. This is available for around $150 if your budget is only $150, so why not? I think it has a decent quality for the price, but it has these limitations which I have been telling you about. So the only situation where I recommend this thing really is when you are really on a limited budget. So these are the things which I wanted to mention to look for. Now, what's the model which I have found which covers most of the requirements which I see, most of the things which I have been talking about, especially the 10 times optical zoom and the rechargeable battery and this mount here, and it includes even 32 gigabytes of storage card, and it comes for a pretty low price actually. When we think about that, it includes all these features, and that's the SAINSPOT. I have found this on Amazon. I did a lot of research trying to find the best device for you, and I think if you don't want to spend like $500 or even more, this is probably the best option for you. And I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.